Welcome to Libertyland. I'm Marty.
I'm Zach.
And we are back in the studio today because it's cold as hell outside and we're doing something a little bit different. Let's get cracking. It's back. The high point. For some reason, the high point video absolutely took off last year. So I remember in that video I'd said that I'd never cleaned it. Well, today we're going to.
I'm very excited.
We're going to clean this. This thing hasn't been cleaned in...
When's the last time you sent it in? Probably then.
3 years.
Yeah.
3 years. So, and I bring this almost every single time I go to a range. So we're probably looking at 3 years and
It's a range pretty often.
about 2,000 rounds through it of 45. So, you got the top-down camera here, and as you can see, it's a little worse for wear with my custom paint job. Ooh, that's...
Oh, yeah.
It's getting a little beaten up there.
It's getting a little gnarly.
Okay. You can tell. Definitely not cleaned often. She's gross. So, we're going to go ahead and clean her up today. Kind of do a step-by-step walkthrough. So, we're going to cut angles, and next time you see me, we're going to be set up. Alright? Alright, guys. So, number one, no matter how familiar you are with your own firearms, the first thing that you always want to make sure to do is drop your mag and check the chamber is clear. Chamber's clear. Alright, so your magazine. You don't even want this on the same table that you're working on. I'll usually set mine in a different area of the house, or in just a different table far away from me. It's just a good practice. It's not like I'm worried that it's going to grow legs and try and jump into the gun. We all know that doesn't actually happen, but it is just a safety first when it comes to firearms, guys. So I'll be switching from the forward cam to the top-down cam. Actually, I'm going to take my hat off here because I don't know how much of the camera is going to be blocked off by my broom and my hat. So, there we go. We have the high point, 45 JHP. You know it, you love it. You probably hate it. Who knows?
Nah, they fucking love it, man.
Zach is also here doing editing. We'll have a peanut gallery.
I gotta say hi to the top down cam. Hi, guys.
So we will have a peanut gallery. So don't worry, you don't just need to deal with me. First step of taking down the high point model JHP chambered in 45 ACP. You can see here that you have your safety. Red, you're dead. You're safe. You notice here, you have a little striation. Gonna go ahead, pop that back, take your safety lever, and put it up there to hold back your slide. Now, the really fun part about the high points is that in the back here, they have a little takedown pin that's actually hidden. So you're gonna want to go ahead and grab your pins. Probably... You want to make sure that you have one that's going to be long enough to go all the way through the other side. Alright, so we got our pin here, got a little mallet, and we're just going to fast forward me taking this guy out. So one thing to remember, everybody, I know that says going to fast forward this, but so if you're going to be doing it like on a table or something, you're just going to, the pin on the bottom here is going to come out further than the width of your pistol grip. So I usually will do this on like a roll of duct tape. That way I can just set it back here, roll duct tape, the pin goes all the way through. I don't have my roll of duct tape on me right now, but so there we go. And then we just go ahead and pound it through. Make sure I don't pound it too hard because you do need to put this back in. So we'll just go ahead and put that over here in my little parts keeper. There we go. All right. Any tools that you're using, I always find it easier if you just leave them out, set aside, so that you don't have to hunt down for the same sizes again later on. So, all right. Now, once you've gotten the pin out, go and drop that down, and you're gonna want to pop your upper slide off, and I'll show you here. Oh, show you here in 1 second. All right, so this is the biggest pain for me with this high point. So it has this little eye pin. Ooh, that's gross. It's got this little eye pin in the back that slides in here, but then when you put it back together, that needs to drop in here at the same time that you're putting everything back together. And I'm sure you're going to get to see me struggle, bust my way through that when I put it back together. But as of right now, I'm going to use my little gun oil jar. That is just to make sure that I don't just throw away oil all the time, because this is not cheap. And you can reuse it a couple times. I usually will reuse the same oil, I don't know, 3-4 times, till I just throw it away. But all right, so eye pin just goes right in there. I'll usually take the roll pin here too, the one that we took out of the back. Just pop her in there. It's not gonna hurt getting that clean. And then just set that aside. I think you can see it over here. I don't know. We haven't actually edited one of the videos yet where we have top downs, so we'll find out here probably shortly when we do a top down in this room. So, all right. So when I so clumsily took this out, you got your spring here. Comes out of the back. And it popped out when I took this out, because all it's got is this little kind of, you know, it's got a little high point dong here that just kind of holds everything together. So just take that, and I'll typically just put the spring, just set it in there, just to keep it set aside. So, all right, so back here, be very careful. As you can tell, I definitely do not ever clean this at all. So it's real gross in there. Yeah, so we're gonna have a lot of fun cleaning that out. I'm gonna go through a lot of cloths. So out of the back here, you're gonna pull the springs out. You're gonna have a double spring, smaller one and a larger one. And yep, I totally cleaned this thing. Then you're gonna have the, oh my gosh. There we go. All right, then we're gonna have the firing pin that doesn't want to come out because it's probably so gummed up in there. There we go. All right, then you got your high point firing pin, which is looking like it's getting a little bit bent. So I'll probably have to give them a call and see if I can get a new firing pin. Or hey, high point, if you watch this video, reach out to me in my comments so that I don't forget, because I probably will forget. So, all right, springs right there in the cleaner as well. Oh, I'm sorry, I am using hops number 9. I use most hops number 9 products. We will be trying out a few different ones today, just because I have gotten a few new ones for Christmas or birthdays and all that stuff. The reps from Deep Creep also say that we should use this in place of CLP. So I'm actually going to use this on the high point today, see if that makes any difference. All right, so go ahead and move these guys aside. Now, you can probably see here, I have a few different brushes. Wire brush, a soft bristle toothbrush, it's just one Shrek would probably use. And then we got, you know, hard bristle brush.
They show what Shrek uses in the movie.
Yeah. This one's probably pretty close to that.
I don't fucking remember.
And then I got a pick set here too. Let's do this. Get your little cotton cleaning pads here. I also keep a few Q-tips in it for getting into those real deep, nasty places. You can pick up any of this stuff at your local, gun store. Pretty much anywhere that sells firearms is going to have all your cleaning products. But I do like use hops for just about everything. So, all right. So, got this guy here, this guy here. And then I'll use the same little jar. Just kind of dip everything inside here. I'll use the soft bristle toothbrush. I'll get that a little solvent in that. And then just go ahead and jump in there and give her a little scrub. Loosen everything up. Go into the injection port. Just go ahead and, just go a little clean. I'm going to fast forward through this part so you guys don't need to listen to me fucking yak while I'm just scrubbing. So, I'll be back with you in a second. Alright, so I got all that scrubbed down. Everything's starting to get loosened up. Scrubbed just about everywhere that I could get. And set that aside. Let the cleaner kind of work itself in. And then move on to your super heavy duty lower of your high point. Make sure to give everything a nice scrub down. You can see where it's mostly dirty on here, so just make sure to really clean all that stuff up there. Give her a nice little scrub. Since this is only a field strip, I'm not actually going to take off all the grips and take all the trigger assembly stuff. If you guys want me to do like a full breakdown of this gun, 50 likes, and I'll do a full teardown of this guy.
100 likes.
Huh?
100 likes.
100 likes? Zach says 100 likes. So
69 comments.
100 likes, 69 comments, and I'll do a full strip down of the high point JHP. Until then, just make sure to go over, make sure to get everything in here. Oh yeah, that high point quality, just stuff's making noise while you're scrubbing it. That's what's up. That's what's up. Sometimes you gotta make sure that your stuff isn't just, getting loose, like it just did right there. So, let's see here. Alright, so, give her a nice little once over with the soft bristle. Just kind of start loosening stuff up. Alright, so now is when I'll typically go through the whole thing with either a Q-tip or one of your just clean white cloths. And this will kind of gauge how long it's been since I've cleaned it. So, as you can tell, that is completely white right now. And we're just going to go through the back. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been a while. That's real gross. So we're just gonna kind of wipe down through there. See what else we got. Oh, I don't normally wear gloves when I do this, guys. Depending on, I guess, how sensitive your hands are to cleaners. Firearms cleaners are pretty corrosive, so some of you might want to wear gloves. I always like to get the black plastic or the black latex ones, just because it makes me look like a Bond villain. And I like wearing those ones because they kind of look cool. So, just go ahead, get everything inside of here, just a little rub down. Make sure. Ooh, yep, that's real nasty. You want to make sure everything's as clean as you can possibly get it. I'll make a nice little pile right up here in front, so you guys can shame me in the end of the video on how many cloths I actually need to use to get this thing clean. Because I'm gonna guess it's gonna be more than 15. It's gonna take me more than 15 cloths to get this thing nice and clean. But that's okay, because I buy them in packs of 500, so. Alright, so now that everything is kind of wiped down in there, go ahead with the Q-tip. I'll dip it in the solvent, and I will just run her right in where the firing pin slides. Give her a nice little twirl. Oh yeah. Oh! Oh! Alright, I'm gonna... Yep, so that's...
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a few years of abuse. I'm gonna go through and actually rub this down quite a bit here, because that is, oof. That's not good. Might be why I had a few failures last time I went, so...
Oh, you're so fucking good, man.
Yeah, these things are fairly brand new. Alright, so I'm gonna have a little Q-tip pile over here, and I have a pad pile over here. So I'm not a purist at all when it goes to, like, cleaning one of my handguns. I know that I will never get it factory clean again. I'm not like a professional, I'm just a at-home cleaner. So I will usually just clean it until either there's not much coming off the pad anymore, or until it looks like something that I wouldn't be ashamed to have, I don't know, Hickok look at. All of this gun is gold, so I know he would just shame me the entire time, but it's okay, I like the guy. I'm gonna go ahead and call that good. That's pretty clean inside of there now. Q-tip is coming up. That's the original Q-tip. That's the new Q-tip. So definitely a little bit cleaner now. So, all right, gonna go ahead and wipe down these slide rails here and the side walls. I don't want too much excess in here. I mean, it's not going to damage it if there is a ton. I mean, it's a high point. These things can take abuse all day long. Hashtag high point gang. Leave it down in the comments if you got a high point. Actually, leave in the comments if you have a high point, what kind of high point you have, and why you like it so much. I know that us high point guys are few and far between, but they're good guns. I mean, you can just tell from looking inside here. I mean, this thing has been through it, and it still works totally fine for me. So, all right, that guy's all clean, nice and gold again for the most part. Go ahead and set that aside. All right. For this guy here, I'm gonna go back through. This is pretty nasty. I'm going to go ahead and use the small end of my hard bristle brush and just really get into a few of the pieces in here. I am going to go ahead and go through and do the seafoam deep creep through the barrel. Get it nice and clean inside of there. But I just want to get this going here first. Alright, so while all of that is just kind of sitting and waiting, I'm going to go ahead over here. Seafoam Deep Creep, not a sponsor.
Sponsor of Seafoam.
Yeah, hey, you know, if Seafoam wants to sponsor me for like gun cleaning, I will use you guys' product exclusively in and out of videos, because I know like a lot of guys will probably like, when they get sponsored by somebody, I'm sure they're like, oh yeah, I only use this, and they like totally don't use the same product outside of their videos. But you know what, Seafoam, you sponsor me, you give me like a can of this a month, I'll use this everywhere. So, alright, so go ahead, spray it right down the barrel. Oh, that's real nice and foamy. Oh, that's going to clean really well. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so turn that there so it doesn't leak all over the place. Alright, so I'm just gonna let that kind of run its course through. Alright. Okay, so yes, I know this doesn't say 45 on it, but I do use this for just about all my handguns. So take the water cleaner, put it on the end there, and just kind of give her a little scrub. Don't go too crazy. You don't want to wreck your bore. That's just to get everything kind of loosened up in there. Take her off, and we will go ahead and use this guy. So hold cleaning pads. This kit came with cleaning pads, but I think they're horse shit. I don't like them. They're way too thin. Like you can see through them. I don't really know what that is. I don't like them. So back to the hops. In here, just kind of fold in half a little bit. Show you that bad boy. All right, then just run through a few times. Now, I do apologize, guys, if the lighting in this video is not the greatest. Like I said, I mean, this is like the first time that we've done a gun cleaning video. I would like to do some more in the future of some of the guns we've already done as far as range goes. Just so you guys know that I actually clean my guns.
I don't.
So we'll do that guy. Go ahead and break her down. I usually like clean all my guns regularly. It's just I never clean the high point. I feel like it was just it was almost a principle. Like I didn't want to clean it just so I could show people like it's better than their guns. And I don't know why I wanted to do that, but you know, pride. So I mean, as you can see here, honor, pride. All right, so there we go. She is probably pretty good to go there. Everything's been soaked for quite a while. So go ahead, take your pads, everything nice, good wipe. Okay, so that is nice and wiped down. My claws are getting cleaner every time now. And again, I'm not looking for absolute perfection on this. I am just looking for clean. And it's getting there. These are wiping off pretty clean now. So I'm going to go ahead and probably call this good. I mean, it's good for, what, 3 years? That's how long this lasted. Clean lasted, so. Alright. So there we go. Now we've got last few pieces here. Back to all the guys to put into the bowl. Mainspring. Gonna just give her a nice little wipe down. Don't need to go crazy. Just want to make sure you don't have too much crud on it. Because I mean, this is a moving part. Anything that is moving, you want to make sure is free and clear of any debris. To make sure that you don't get any jams, loss of power, anything like that. So, got that guy, and oh boy. Oof, yep, I gotta get I'm definitely gonna have to look into getting a new replacement firing pin for this. That is definitely getting a little bent. Alright, so the back here, this is where your springs are gonna seat. So I'll just take a little Q-tip, clean that all of it, because you do see it's getting a little bit dirty inside there. Dry it out. There you go. Not too bad. But that's a hell of a lot cleaner than it was when I first took it out. Okay, what else we got in here? Got our pins. Our eye pin. See? How easy you can lose this stuff. Okay, I'm gonna just use my finger in this thing. Now I'm gonna fucking stink. But...
Yeah.
Oh god.
Get
Okay.
your fingers.
Fuck, I lost my pillow.
Oh, wife's gonna hate that. So then when you're done there, take that. All sealed up. Use that for later. Perfect. Okay. Reassembly. Hops. 9. Lubricating oil. Luckily, hey, it's a high point. You don't need a lot. So, go ahead, drop your firing pin in. Drop in your springs. And then drop in your eye. There you go. Alright. So there is that. Yeah, so yeah, the firing pin is definitely gonna have to get replaced. It's catching when I'm pressing that in. So that's definitely gonna have to get replaced. Alright. So you take this guy here, your main spring. Set her in there. Alright, so remember when I said this part was gonna be where you guys get to watch me struggle? Well, I hope you guys are excited. So, alright. Make sure that the flattened portion there up against your little high point dong. And we're going to have this as far back as we can. I find it's a little bit easier that way. So it comes out. Alright, then I'm going to make sure to pass the barrel through the inside. Got a little eye. Oh, there we go. Hey, not too bad that time. Alright, so everything put together. There we go. So, not too shabby. Now, I'm going to take this upper off again and lube it. I just want to make sure you guys can see what I'm talking about with the eye back there. So, put the power back again. Lift it up. Back forwards. Don't lose everything. Okay, so, these are hops. Any moving parts. So, I will usually drop just a few drops into the firing pin. Take this guy here, put it back here, and then just on top of the barrel for where it rides. Alright, so that's where I place it on the lower. For the upper, just kind of set it on the sides here. This is where it is going to be running. You can typically tell from where any kind of enamel or a coating is missing on where it's actually going to be coming from. Alright. So again, press against your little high point dong. And power back together. Make sure that eye goes in there. Ooh. See? Huge pain. There we go. Okay, cool. Dropped right in. Alright, so gonna come back here, lock it into place. Take your pin, set it down. Now this time you don't really need it on anything because you're just making it flush again. Alright. There we have it. Filled, stripped, and cleaned. High point, model JHP 45 ACP. Thank you guys for watching. As always, stay free.